Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. Money, my friends, makes the world go round. We all need it for both practical reasons to keep the lights on, keeping that internet going, and then luxury purposes. Video games, books, fun tech, all kinds of things we want require money. And it's no different in the world of business. Businesses continue, businesses thrive, businesses live or die by how much money they make. And in the world of network television, terrestrial television as it is now known, they make money through advertising. Other companies come to the networks, the parent company of the networks, and say, we're going to give you a bunch of money to buy airtime so we can pimp our products to the millions of people out there. And therefore, hopefully, they will then make money on that investment because then millions of people will see and buy the product. That's how the system has worked for years. That is how we have seen networks live or die and shows live and die. If a show is not bringing in enough viewers, that means not enough people are watching the advertising, and then the advertisers pull their money, they pull the airtime, and suddenly the network is not making money. That's how it's gone on for years. During the period of time when it was about escapism entertainment, actually trying to tell good, fun stories to entertain the customer, the fan, not just give somebody something to consume. And of course, then, agenda was not the main course. Wasn't what you were being served at every little turn. Because that's what we have now. Everywhere we go, agenda is being served to us. What agenda? Oh, I don't know. The woke, identitarian, far left, intersectional, identity politics, Marxist, fascist, left-wing agenda. That is what we are getting big, hearty servings of almost at every turn. And the CW is perhaps one of the most guilty of it because their entire network doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on agenda-driven entertainment, not escapism entertainment, which is why, as always, as we know now, maybe more accurately say, the CW has never made a profit. Even during the highlight of the high days of the Arrowverse and Supernatural and Smallville, and when at the inception of those shows, there was no agenda. We know that towards the end of Supernatural, that thing was starting to drip agenda. It was. And because Kripke is a psycho. At the same time, the Arrowverse, as we well know now, went full agenda, which is why many shows like Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, Naomi, they have all just been canceled in the past 2 weeks to join the list that I'm about to read here. None of them were making money. None of them were bringing in the ratings. That's why Charmed, Dynasty, Roswell, New Mexico, and In the Dark are canceled alongside Naomi, Batwoman, Legends of Tomorrow, The 4400. They have a common denominator. They're all woke as hell. They're all agenda-driven as hell. It's all about more diversity, more inclusion, and more representation. And the numbers show, the facts show that nobody watches this drivel, this dreck, this nonsense, this insert other horrific descriptive title. These shows suck. Nobody's watching, which means nobody's watching commercials, which means nobody's buying the products, which means the advertisers are saying, sorry, I'm not going to pay you millions of dollars to promote my product because nobody's even seeing the promotion. And here's the thing of it. A good chunk of these shows that were canceled in this article, Charmed, Roswell, New Mexico, 4400, these are reboots of what were at one time successful properties, or at least in some cases cult properties. Charmed is still to this day, has a beloved fan base, the original Charmed. I watched it all the way through. I watched it in syndication. That's another aspect of this. Remember, if something is successful and can run for 5 seasons, reach that 100-episode mark, then that triggers syndication. At least it used to. Now it may trigger streaming on a streaming service, which will make another deal. Either way, that used to be millions upon millions upon millions of dollars for everybody involved. Syndication was the goal for all network television back in the day. Now these shows can't get out of their third, second seasons. If they barely get out of 3 seasons, they're lucky if they get 4. They definitely don't reach 5, especially in this truncated episode order number that we have nowadays. We're not getting 22 to 25 episodes anymore. You're lucky to get 15. You're really lucky to get 20. Nobody's watching this stuff. Charmed was beloved. This new one, all about Muh diversity, Muh representation, Muh agenda. Roswell, New Mexico, cult show from back in the day on UPN and the WB. Cult show was liked. It was okay. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I checked it out. 4400, that was a good show. Had an interesting premise. Started as a miniseries, got picked up on USA, had a great cult following, but USA didn't want to finish it off with one more season, so it got canceled because it probably wasn't bringing in enough money. People weren't watching. When people aren't watching, things get canceled. Hence why all these shows right here, most of them, canceled. I mean, some of them are at their end anyway, like The Flash, that's at the end, but Legends Tomorrow, canceled. Batwoman, canceled. Naomi, canceled. Legacies, canceled. 4400, canceled. Charmed, canceled. I can't explain how Riverdale continues to survive. Maybe they have a multi-year deal. I don't understand that because that shit went woke in season 2, and I walked away from it myself. Don't know about Nancy Drew. Don't know. We know Dynasty is canceled, and I don't know about this. But you realize also, look at these numbers. This is the CW. People aren't watching. People are not watching. Even a successful show like Superman and Lois can't even get an average of 1 million people watching in a country here in America of 350 million plus individuals living and breathing. Nobody's watching. Advertisers aren't making their money. And if advertisers aren't making their money, they will pull their investment in the network. And then if you have a guy like David Zaslav, the new CEO of Discovery Warner, if he sees something is not making money, he is giving it the chop because the dude's about the numbers. He needs to make money for himself, for his company, his investors, and the shareholders. That's how it works. That's normalcy. It is not this psycho from Shillrand talking about, you don't like it, you're a racist. Only the white shows are being renewed with white leads. This is it. This is the reality. Your shows suck. Nobody's watching it. And for people like this, it's all about color. It's all about agenda, race, sexuality, ideology, gender. It's all about that. They don't care about telling stories. Wrong one. Ava DuVernay. There it is. Went a little too far there. Ava DuVernay, who is behind Naomi, doesn't care about telling stories. She is an activist sociopath. The fact that DC has this black teenage girl superhero who eventually will have powers that are on par with Superman, who is the quintessential cis white male superhero, is a thrilling proposition. That's all they care about, is attacking traditional ideals with their own crazy shit. And I say crazy shit because remember, or maybe you don't know because nobody watched it. We only watched reviews on other channels about Naomi in episode 10, where a character brings her little sister into a store and says, oh, 10 is the new 16. That's what Ava DuVernay and her grooming writers and directors care about. They care about their agenda. They care about sick shit. They're insane. And the numbers show that the insanity will not hold. People aren't watching. People checked out. Nobody watches this crap. And it should be rightfully canceled if it's not making money. It has nothing to do with racism or phobias or hate or toxic patriarchy. Your show sucks. And as the Orange Man said,
everything woke turns to shit.
Yes. And just for good measure,
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser.
Get over yourselves. You can't make good shit. You're not going to survive. Quality escapism entertainment will always win out. Direct dog shit, agenda-driven schlock will be flushed down the toilet where it belongs. All right, I'm done here. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I'm here to earn your trust and support using facts and logic. Because facts and logic don't care about psychotic SJW stan fifis. Hit the notification button, share my videos if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave a real comment if you are a normal individual, because I like hearing from normal people. Even if you have a different opinion, normal people can find common ground if they don't get along. We are not crazy SJWs and stans who want to whine and cry about their fifis, because they are all grooming cowards behind keyboards. And I don't care what they think. I will never care what they think, despite how desperately they want me to. They really do. They are desperate to be noticed by you and me. But they're the minority. We're the majority. And if we ignore them, they will lose their fabricated power completely. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Larys, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarai, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.